Pelicans win 101-94, snap a 6-game losing streak. Friday night. Let's do it.
First took away. Dance with this. Get your money's worth now.
Presented by the Scott Vicknair Injury Law Firm. For their contact information right there. 504-500-1111 for a free consultation. They always fight for the win. And as always, powered by 4D Energy. Chaz and Jarrett tonight. Make sure you smash that like button. Jarrett, let's start up. Brandon Ingram, 29 points. Was obviously the best player on the floor tonight. 29 points, 7 assists, 9 rebounds. We'll go Jarrett first and Chaz. What do you think of Brandon Ingram?
Yeah, just another game where he started off really efficiently, right? I think that kind of got him going. And honestly, the other players kind of fed off his aggressiveness, right? His willingness to take threes and even there was some heat checks, right? Like even those that he took, I thought was a good sign for Brandon. Chris put out a tweet saying, hopefully Brandon didn't run out of gas, right? Like conserve yourself. But to be honest, I really want Brandon to push through these things, right? These times where he comes out blazing, go through, stretches where you're gonna struggle, cool. But you gotta go through those times. Like it's not always gonna be good. So it was good to see him kind of try to press through those things, still try to take, even tough shots in the second half, and then he was able to close with some middies. So I thought it was a really good game by Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, there was one point tonight, Chaz, where Brandon started 3 of 3 from deep and finishes 3 of 9. Got off again to another quick start, but especially from deep, but then didn't hit another 3-pointer the rest of the night. But the one thing I do like, 26 field goal attempts, especially when you're down 6 players. Still only got to the free throw line 2 times though. What do you like? What are you seeing with that? Why is it that he's only getting the free throw line 2, 3, 4 times a night?
Probably first step in the handle. I think they're attacking him at the top of the key also. And Brandon, like he kind of stops for the midi. He doesn't always try to get all the way to the rim. I actually thought tonight he got to the rim more than every other game combined. And still only got, free throws. That's a skill, generating free throws. Some people just don't have that skill. So at this point, you got to kind of accept him for who he is. Thought he had a very good first half. Second half, I didn't think he played well, but he hit big shots, hit timely shots, and ultimately that's what matters.
Yeah. I mean, look, the Nuggets are just awful with Jokic. Like it was just one.
Yeah.
Like,
but you know what? That's not a good excuse though, because the Pelicans down, man. Pelicans down a lot of players.
No, 100%, 100%. You're gonna take that.
I didn't know Murray was this now. Yeah,
talk
Murray,
about it, Chaz. Man.
Yeah, because there was this offseason, people was throwing out a Murray for Ingram trade, just throwing it out there, like before Murray's extension. Man, no, Murray looked like he need cadaver transplants. He needs stem cell. Murray looked bad, bro. He looked bad, bro. He looked like he started to look like Andre Miller. Like he lost almost all of his. But Andre Miller actually plays games. What I mean is he's gonna have to get to a point where he becomes an extremely good passer and extremely effective, like just out playmaking, because Murray looked bad. He looked unbelievably bad to me. I couldn't believe it.
It's almost like he lost his athleticism, right?
Yeah, he lost it totally.
Yeah, like he can't get off the ground. He can't get by you. That's part, like the balance is off. It just seems like his powers got wiped away, and now it's like he's trying to rebuild it. So to your point, I think he has to be super efficient, especially a lot of it's covered because he plays alongside Joker. So yeah, which is a good thing, right? You can like buy time. That way you can be efficient because, just kind of playing through him, try to get easy baskets, catch and shoots, that sort of thing. But eventually he'll still have to be able to like make shots and clutch situations.
And how different. I mean, obviously, when the best player in the league goes up, but like the Nuggets are just such a different team without Nikola Jokic. I mean, it's not even close.
And Aaron Gordon too. You saw like them giving up all them offensive boards. I'm like, why don't y'all play DeAndre Jordan? Like they just looked. Whoever
they were down Mike Malone. They were down. Yeah, they were down Mike Malone today. Also, Mike Malone missed for his daughter's state championship volleyball game. I think that's what it was. And like, I saw a couple of people like, "How dare him?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Like, do you realize clearly you don't have a child? Like, especially for people that say that. Like, if your daughter's playing a state championship match, like you go. I don't really care who you are. Like, you go." Like game 12 or 13 in the NBA season, this girl probably only has 4 shots at the state championship. I'm sure Dad wanted to see that.
You know what that is too?
He's not there. Yeah,
I think that's a testament to how little NBA championships are starting to matter. I really think LeBron and the Steph and KD, because Steph and them first championship was organic. I really think LeBron ruined the league, bro. LeBron ruined the league because think about this. The Bucks won about 3 seasons ago. No one cares anymore. It's like it never happened. The Lakers won. It's like it never happened. Denver won. It's like it never even happened. Look, Steph won without KD. Again, beat Boston. It's like it never happened. Like no one cares about championships anymore. Like if Mike Malone, if Mike Malone was in New Orleans, he could miss the next 30 games. Like if this was the NFL, Mike Malone could never come back. Like he'd be like, you got us a championship. But in the NBA, man, you gotta win.
Chad, to that point, my theory behind this really is like we have like a fast food mentality in society, right? I think that's more of it rather than like people not caring about championships. It's like, all right, you won. Good. What's next? Like,
what you gonna do next?
Like, did you not see all of this that we like?
Right. You can never just be satisfied. Right? Like, it's
2 seasons ago. That's the crazy thing. It's like people are like, they got to get rid of Murray. Like, he just won you a championship.
Like, pretty crazy.
You do gotta get rid of him,
back to Brandon Ingram, Jared. I'm interested to hear your thought on this. So I didn't get into it, but like we had a back and forth conversation with a guy on Twitter tonight. I was like, I tweeted something out saying like, eventually Willie's got to like literally get teed up for one of his guys, for Brandon, for Zion, whatever it may be. Why doesn't he do it? It bothers me that like AD and Joel are really screaming through the broadcast that Brandon's getting fouled. And Brandon's not a guy that's really going to go off or whatever it may be. And we talk about this analogy all the time of like how a baseball manager, whether it's a ball or a strike or a bad call, he'll like literally get ejected for that player. I keep saying that it builds trust and it like that you got my back. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why he does not do this.
You already answered your question. Trust.
No, I know, but like I want this to be a fucking conversation, man. Like eventually, like you got to lose your shit, man. One of these nights.
There's no trust. Willie's already made his line in the sand. He said, "I'm not losing money for it." Like he
actually said that. No, like that was an actual quote.
Actually, these are actually Willie Green's words. Like, he said, "I'm not losing money." Like, so you've already said it.
So why would a player then go all out for you?
Yeah,
this is the problem. This is the disconnect that I like. It drives me insane. It's like, does it work? I don't know, but I do know that a player will now respect you even more. That he knows that you have his back.
But that's
the reality.
If you do it now, it's fake. It's already fake. Like,
it's fake now. Yeah.
But still, like, are you even trying to win the game? Right? Like, just think of it like from a game standpoint. Like, your player is getting fouled. You might want to talk to the ref about your player getting fouled so you can get a call. Like, not just be granted one, but earned. Like, Brandon probably should have at least taken 6 free throws tonight. Right. Maybe he got fouled on a 3, I believe. So it could be up to 7. But like, that's what I'm saying. There's a ton of opportunity for Willie Green to do this.
And it's not just Brandon. It's definitely Zion too. I mean, it's definitely Zion Williamson as well. Like,
I just think the relationships kind of deteriorated. I think at one time Willie Green was buddy coaching. Like, he would only get technicals for Brandon and Herb. At one point, motherfucker could hit Trey or Zion with a bat, and Willie Green not getting no technicals. Like, that's just how it was like that to start the season.
Yeah,
a little bit. But now I think the relationships deteriorated. Everybody's just he knows he's a lame duck. Everybody just going through the motions right now.
But wouldn't you
truthfully.
think if you knew you're a lame duck, you at least show some type of emotion? Anything, man.
Yeah, man.
I think it was. I
Well,
forget who
we
it
got
was. Maybe Chris.
relationships.
It might have been either Chris or Ross saying like maybe he's trying to get teed up, but since he doesn't curse, refs like just like laugh in his face and almost be like, well, like he's not
You know
saying
what?
anything disrespectful.
We
Like,
we call it a lame duck, but if you're Willie Green, other teams are watching this, right?
Right.
You
Yep.
realize other people watch basketball. I get it, right? Other people watch games and see how you treat your star players, right? Like if I was an organization, if I was an owner or a general manager, you think, oh, you had Zion and Brandon. How did it go?
Yep.
Let me call them and see what they thought about you. All right.
okay.
Yeah.
CJ McCollum, how did the Willie Green experience work?
It's just it just drives me insane. Like just show a little, and that was like the thing with Saints fans, like whatever DA, like just show some type of emotion. And that's why like Rizzy comes in and like the first week everyone's like freaking out because he's just showing emotion. He's just like, I want to win. He's doing he's red in the face, he's making these crazy faces. He's animated. It's like yeah, motherfuckers want to play with this guy. Like it's so frustrating.
I just hate where the bar is at in New Orleans.
It's,
bro.
it's so bad.
Sure,
But
you
whatever.
It's just it's crazy.
I guarantee Rizzy's going to bring it again on Sunday with energy and do the same
I'm
thing.
sure
with
he
Willie Green
is,
tomorrow.
but also I think he's a really good coach, especially with special teams, right? Like they do a really good job of that.
Yeah.
I think if you look at Willie Green, he has no skill as a coach at this point, right? At first, he was able to connect with players, right? That was the thing, and also he was good defensively. They're not good defensively. He's not connecting with players.
This was the first time they held a team, I think, under 100 tonight was Denver.
That wasn't because the team defense was good.
They just missed so many.
It had nothing
They
to
missed
do.
layup. They missed so many layups. Back to more of a positive note, Chaz.
Mhm.
Brandon Boston in the month of November. 14 points, 14 points, 20 points, 14 points, 26 points, 7, then 8 points. Tonight, 19 points. Consistent, has taken it, has literally taken his opportunity and ran with it.
Yeah, and his efficiency has been pretty much up there. Distributes the ball well. Seems to be embracing shooting the three a bit more. Got to find a spot for him, man. You have to. And I mean, there's a couple of acquisitions we made this offseason that I don't need to see Javonte Green no more. Like I don't need to see him no more. I know. I'm just saying, as the team progresses forward, because right
the
now,
the Noel dude could leave now. Like just get him out.
Yeah.
I can't
Because like they're at the point where, and you wonder how much of that is how they're being used. You got to take that into account. But it's like they literally can't sign Brandon Boston right now. So it's like, what are you going to do to get space to give him a real contract? So they got a lot of things. They still just in such a bad position, like cap wise, and it's just a tough situation. But he definitely earned a spot on this team. It's just crazy. Like if you're Denver, and Denver's GM did a terrible job. If you're Denver, you target Russell Westbrook over the Lonnie Walkers, the Brandon Bostons, over like these like real deal like guys still in their prime, or Brandon Boston's only 22. He's not even in his prime yet.
I can't believe he's that young.
And you know what? That's the scary part, because again, when the gap isn't as wide as it needs to be, Pauls, that's alarming. Like with certain stuff. But yeah, he definitely deserves a spot on this roster.
Yeah. I mean, Jared, there was a stat tonight. Dang, it had something to do with Antonio Daniels. I forget what it was.
Hold on.
No, there's not 9 likes. There's not 9. No, there's not 9 likes. You just got to refresh.
I was about to say,
Hey, but dude, this is a good time to shout out to you, Ricky. And I forgot to shout out. I'm sorry. We got a super chat. We got a shout.
What, CTC?
CTC Magic. Appreciate you.
Shout out to CTC Magic.
And then there was a member that I just brought up. Yeah, Space African Jesus. Member for 8 months. Appreciate you. Man.
Oh, yeah, my dog, Space African. What's up?
Yeah, appreciate you. Jared, yeah, Brandon Boston, man. Just a breath of fresh air, a guy that there was a comment like, I think eventually when you're fully healthy, he's going to steal people's minutes. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's going to steal Javonte Green's minutes. He's going to steal Jose Alvarado's minutes. He's just going to.
Yeah, the upside is there. The more he plays, the more he's been able to show. What you laughing at, dog?
Yo, so somebody just tweeted. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody just tweeted Willie Green post game, right? And Willie Green said, they asked about Brandon. He's like, man, who knows where we would be without him on the floor? You 4-9. You 14th in the league. You 14th in the West.
We just lost 9 out of 10. What the fuck? This dude, he still somehow loses a post game even after a win. Like it's truly unbelievable. Go ahead, Jared.
Yeah, it's just insane. We got a guy in Brandon Boston. Like the more he plays, the better he gets. The more you can see his potential, and also like his production has been really good. And he's not even on a contract yet, right? Like he's not even on doesn't even have a roster spot yet. So
right,
you can only imagine what that will look like. And to be honest, if the Pelicans take the smart route, and the more he plays, you don't need to play a Javonte Green anymore. Like you don't need, like you could just play him and let them figure it out as they kind of see fit, because you're not going to keep Javonte Green. No, you're not.
I thought this was an interesting comment. Do y'all think DeJounte Murray, Brandon Boston backcourt could work?
Wait, like futuristic? What are we like?
No, I don't think he means starting. I
okay.
I'm talking like just like where there's segments where that kind of backcourt tandem could play. Yeah. Where like maybe Brandon Boston first sub for CJ, and then you have DeJounte and Brandon Boston as your back.
Yeah, I think that kid can play off ball, and also when DeJounte doesn't have the rock in his hands, okay, he can dribble the ball up the court. It's fine. I think they can work. Yeah. I was just hoping, making sure that wasn't like him starting.
No, Brandon's not a starter. Okay, Brandon Boston's not a starter. It's definitely not over.
Not yet. Not yet.
You see a pathway for that?
Yeah, he's 22, man, and CJ got to go. So shout out to CJ. I hope you're doing all right. But like, bro, the league is just catching up to like it just.
I'll tell you what. Another thing about Brandon Boston, look, I'm not advocating for this guy to be a starter. But he's logged 38 minutes, 31 minutes, 35 minutes, 38 minutes, 38 minutes, 37 minutes. Like he actually plays a shit ton of minutes. I hope you're not running him into the ground.
He's 22 years old.
Let him go, baby.
Yeah, he played basketball.
Well, a 24-year-old doesn't play basketball. 24-year-old
will be done playing basketball in April anyway, so you ain't got to worry about him being tired for.
He was with the Clippers. He wasn't getting no run. He got time saved already. So you're good.
Let's move this forward. Yves Missi. So 12 rebounds tonight for Yves. Really productive minutes. Didn't know this stat, Chaz. Third rookie ever. It's kind of a crazy stat, but third rookie ever to have back-to-back double-doubles and shoot 80% or 80+% from the field in those games.
How many attempts?
Back. When I looked at it, I'm like, there must have been a minimum attempt. No, he did have like 5 or 6 attempts. I can look it up right now. But still, Chaz, I mean, Yves is I just never saw this. Never. I don't think anyone did.
I thought he was kind of shitty tonight, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
But I do think you're exposing him too much though, because I don't know if Daniel Tice is sick or what's going on. But you gotta spell him a bit because he's gonna hit that rookie wall. He's not used to playing these many games, these many minutes at this level of physicality. He got a little crazy with the turnovers. Damn. It's like something he has the right intentions. That's the thing. He has the right intentions. He's trying to set the screens. A lot of the time, the guard isn't. It's just a lot of fuckery going on. And Willie Green not doing him a lot of favors. But I think Yves has been excellent surprise. I think in the position he was put in, he's overachieving. You just need a situation where you need to spell him a bit, because you want to talk about somebody really hitting the wall. Pause. It's going to be Yves at this point. He really, you got to get him some support, but he's doing the best he can. I also think he's playing against some shitty front courts that give up a lot of boards. So that's how he's getting so many offensive rebounds. But he's taking advantage of the opportunity. You can't worry about what the other people are doing. You got to take advantage. You know what I'm saying?
And look, I think what we talked about this, Jared, is we weren't expecting a lot like Yves, like scoring and things, but we just need him to rebound, kind of be a rim protector. In his last 3 games, 11 rebounds, 10 rebounds, 12 rebounds. I mean, I just never thought we would be in this position with Yves. I really didn't. I didn't think so. I didn't think he could rebound the basketball like he is.
No, I didn't think so either. It's good to see, to be honest, his position, to be brutally honest, I think that's one of the more high intellect positions on the basketball court. Like, you need to be smart playing those positions because you're involved in so many actions as a screener, right?
Yeah. So
him and Brandon need to be running. Like, I don't know if you guys remember when James Harden went to the Clippers, and he and oh my God, Zubac. Like, James had set up time after practice for him and Zubac to run pick and rolls for like 30 minutes after practice. They did it every day. And Zoo was like talking about it. He said eventually it became Zubac and Norman Powell and others like joined in on it. But I hope Brandon and Yves kind of have that kind of relationship where they're running pick and rolls a lot, because you can tell he doesn't know what Brandon wants to do. Brandon doesn't know what he's going to do. And a lot of the turnovers are really because they haven't learned the dance of a pick and roll yet. They don't know what the other person's doing without even speaking about it. And Yves, especially in the short roll, he doesn't have the handle to make a play. So you need to be a high intellect basketball player if you're going to be a screener, and being able to, dribble, pass, and shoot out of the short roll.
Yeah. There was a comment. Yeah. We need to stop throwing him low passes, but also Jarrett, like DeJounte was getting him lobs in that one game. But I think DeJounte got him a lob and somebody else did, but completely agree with you on that. Taryn, appreciate the super chat. Chaz, BI needs to work out with SGL on how to draw fouls. That's 8 to 10 free points a game. It's become it's a great comment. Appreciate the super chat. And yes, it's like a sad reality of the game though. Like the foul baiting and like SGA and Luka, Harden. I think Harden's kind of like the poster child for this. It's a basketball move. It is like the rip through, whatever it may be. I don't think Brandon's ever going to do it. Ever.
I think it's an IQ thing, truthfully. Like, because there's so many other smart things you can do aside from just extending your arms and showing the ball and flailing. It's like you could stop on a dime like Chris Paul used to do and initiate contact. You could jump into contact on an up fake. You can like, if you notice, like Brandon causes a lot of offensive fouls because he doesn't have a first step or a handle, so he has to extend his arm and get you up off him. So it's to me, it's year 9. I think that's the skill set people just organically have. If they don't have it, then it's just, you're not gonna get it.
Interesting comment here. Oh, go ahead, Jared.
No, I'm just going to talk about that. To be honest, Brandon has the build to do it though. That's the real issue.
Arms,
super long arms. He'll bait you because he can force the ball out in front of you. I think he's strong with the basketball at times, so it should be an easy skill that he should be able to grasp, but apparently it's just not in his game.
How many times though, like to Chaz's point, how many times have you seen Brandon get a defender, pump fake, get him up in the air, and instead of just simply leaning into him, drawing the foul, and going through him, he just waits for him to land, and then he shoots.
Brandon, he did it a lot last season, but he don't do it no more.
Brandon reminds me of a guy that plays at the park that's really good. they're not trying to get and ones. They're
Yeah.
trying to make you look
Yeah.
bad. Like they're trying to move out the
that's a
way
good
so they
point.
can get shoot a
Yeah.
difficult shot and make it. That's what it looks like. Not
That's
saying
right.
there's like a bad brand of basketball. I mean, I would love for him to, get fouls when they're available, because you get the other team's probably best defender in foul trouble, and they have to play a different brand of basketball at that point. But maybe that's not the way he wants to play.
Yeah. Totally forgot about this, Rob. Thanks for bringing this up. JJ going to cuss out Griff in person tomorrow. I wonder, obviously, it's not JJ's first time. Has he called games for the Pelicans in Smoothie King? He must have, huh?
Yeah,
guess
I don't
maybe
remember
so.
him.
I
I think he called the ESPN game.
I wonder if this is his first time back in the city. No, I mean,
nah.
he's had to be back, huh?
Nah, he's been back. Like he's talked
Yeah.
about going to Turkey and the Wolf and places like that.
Yeah, I wonder if this is his first time back.
Nah,
in Smoothie
he's
King
been
City.
back.
Probably not.
Mm.
Kind of forgot about that whole thing. What else we
That
got?
was
I mean,
another
this is
decision by Griff. You could have traded him in the fucking off season. Like Griff's so stupid, bro. But anyway.
Let's see. 26 minutes in. Appreciate it. Make sure you smash the like button. We will be live again tomorrow against LA. This will be kind of a shorter show, so probably about 15, 20 more minutes. So appreciate everyone that's here. Yeah, so let's get talking about the injured players returning. So CJ tonight, Chaz was saying that he should be back next week. Seems to be ramping up. So looks like CJ will be back next week. Hopefully Hawkins is back soon as well. I still think Zion and Jose are 4 or 5 weeks away. But heard some positive news on DeJounte, maybe possibly being ahead of schedule. So first guy that'll be back though is CJ McCollum.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they're gonna get healthy here. I mean,
I don't think it matters, honestly. Like, because to me, I kind of view DeJounte Murray as like somebody that never happened. Like, honestly, like played one game. I just kind of view him as something that never happened. For CJ and to me, it's the only people that really matter. Not that no one matters, but it's really DeJounte, CJ, and Zion. Everybody else, I really don't care if they didn't come back this season. But for the players, they put the work in all off season, training camp, preparing themselves. They're professionals, you know what I'm saying? Most of them. I'm happy for the players, but for the team, I wish they was all out for the season. For the team, from a team standpoint, look. I mean, this draft class looking all right. I ain't gonna lie, draft class looking pretty good. Like because I'm more of a championship or bust type person at this point. If you ain't got it, like dog, Cleveland 14-0. Like it's the levels to this is so it's so like crazy that it's just like tonight, for example. Again, I'm happy for the players. Not really happy for Willie Green, but I'm happy for the players. But if you end up with pick 6 because you won a game in November on November 15th against Denver, I'm gonna be furious. I'm like, no, we could have had pick 3. But shout out to the players, man. I'm happy
it's
that
just,
they
you're just not gonna take this early. There's just no way they can take this early.
They don't have to. See, that's the thing though. You don't have to. They don't like. They're not like trying to lose right now. They suck. Like that's really what it boils down to. They don't have to try to lose. They just it's not good.
Just,
like
Well, Rizzy,
Rizzy
and AK were there at the game. That's good.
D.D. Lozada.
Oh,
what the fuck happened to D.D. Lozada?
He got steroids or something?
Yeah, he got those PEDs and ain't seen him since.
Hey, you ain't cheating. You ain't trying.
It's a fact.
PEDs in basketball is crazy.
It's a fact.
Yeah, that is kind of wild. Like, what were you trying to do?
Yeah. Like you were also just trash anyway. Like you're just like
Yeah.
you ruined your body for nothing.
You
Like,
were gonna be strong and trash. Like what the fuck?
Trey Murphy tonight. Jared, what were your thoughts on Trey? He allegedly played. Yeah, so he played 30 minutes tonight. 7-15 from the field, 2 of 8 from deep, 8 rebounds, 17 points.
You know what? Eventually, I'm going to buy this program because there's certain plays that I want to see and talk to you guys about. This team just doesn't move the ball well, right? Like it angers me because it's always like they're a day late and a dollar short. Matter of fact, I wrote it in my notes, so bear with me for a second so I can explain. 10 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Trey Murphy is wide open. They kind of run a play. JRE has the ball at the top. Trey's waiting on the ball. And then JRE takes like a second to look and then swings it to Trey. Trey's man's on him now, and he can't shoot it. And I'm like, see, what are you looking for? Like, that's what the thing that gets on my nerves. Like, what are you actually looking for? Are you not looking for the shooter? You're actually looking for Yves. I think it's Yves that's like in the paint. Like, are you looking for that? 9 times out of 10, he's not catching and finishing right there unless he's wide open. So you got to be able to, like KYP, know your personnel, swing it to Trey, timely swing, catch, shoot, release. Like, what are we actually thinking? And I think sometimes that could, throw off a rhythm of a shooter because you haven't got the ball in time. You're not going to knock that down. Cool. There was another instance for Trey. Transition through, not transition. He got the ball. It was like in the half court. I think he should have shot the ball. I think it might have been secondary, like a secondary break. He should have shot it, but he waited. He dribbled, and then he dribbled into a tougher shot. It was in the second half. I was like, that may be predicated on him not being in rhythm and him just taking a tougher shot. I just don't understand the thought process behind this team at times, especially like when you have a shooter on the court. What are you running for him? How are you trying to get them involved? It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. And like you watch Michael Porter Jr. For the Nuggets, just getting sets, wide open looks. I mean, MPJ, the first half was fantastic. But yeah, Chaz, like this is what, year 4, and we're still doing the same shit with Trey Murphy. Look, I mean, obviously he's coming back from the hamstring, but it's still like the same process. It's still looking the same thing as to Jared's point. It's he never gets the only way he's getting a look is, one, if he creates, or 2, if someone else is creating, collapsing defense, like i.e., Zion or Brandon or whatever, maybe DeJounte when he's healthy. But it bothers me that this team still doesn't run any sets for your best 3-point shooter. It's actually insane to think about when you talk about it. Like, it's really crazy.
I mean, it's par for the course at this point. I just really don't see.
That's the only thing they run. CTC Magic, the go screen. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's like, yeah. I thought Trey showed some ability to create for himself tonight. Had an excellent Euro on a fast break. Sarge is just Denver, get some more brothers on the team. Like,
I didn't know Sarge. I didn't know he was still in the league. I didn't know he was still in the league.
Bad. He looked bad. But he works for them, just not in that role. Like, he's serviceable, just not in that role. But had another drive. I think he finished on a reverse, finished through contact. Trey, I'm seeing the development. I'm seeing it. You just wonder how much further along he could be if you had a different coach, or if you didn't have this, if the rotations had been different. So, because realistically, he hasn't missed much time. So I don't think that's stunning.
He hadn't missed much time, but he didn't even like.
Yeah, I know. I meant throughout his career.
Oh, yeah.
I meant throughout his career. So it's not like he's missed time and the injuries are stunting his growth. It's really just usage. Rob McCoy, Gordon got like a calf strain.
He's out for multiple weeks. And that's just another problem with the NBA. Prospect, we're going to probably drop the link Sunday night. Maybe tomorrow night, depending on the game and how it goes. But we're not doing it tonight. We'll do it either Saturday or Sunday. We will have a Sunday show as well. So all weekend. Shout out to all the guys putting hard work for this. So, Reed, Dyson went. I know. Yeah, Dyson went crazy again. We know. We know.
See, man, it just you just feel for the development of this team because much like Trey, when like you had in the first 2 years when you wasn't really playing for anything as the Pelicans, you could have just let like your young players just run wild. Like the Hawks aren't playing for anything. Like Dyson and Jalen, they got all the freedom in the world right now. They're not playing for nothing. Okongwu, like, you know, they can just go and try and fail and try again. But like you never really saw that with the Pelicans. And again, it just stunts so much of the players' growth, in my opinion.
That's a great comment, Jarrett. So Borrego would work wonders for Trey. This is sad to say because they're currently in the same building.
Sad. We've been saying this. We've been saying it. Hell yeah, he would work. Oh my God. Just go look at James Borrego's tape. Please.
Just go look. I'll tell you, YouTube, James Borrego, Charlotte Hornets. Go look what he was doing for Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier.
Dog, I bet that dude is chomping at the bit, pause, to at least try to help this team. The one game that he coached, they broke a franchise record. The one game that he got to coach, like, it happened. They broke a franchise record.
Jordan Hawkins and Matt Ryan went insane. Why is the camera doing it? Jordan Hawkins and Matt Ryan went the same.
We keep finding a way to generate open looks for Javonte Green. And that's no knock to Javonte Green, but I'm like, Javonte Green always open. Like it's
there's
just
a reason.
like,
There's a reason, Chad.
Yeah,
there's a reason why it's always
but
open.
I'm like, damn, you can't generate one or two for if it's not a scramble drill. Trade like almost never open if it's not a scramble drill.
But that's my point, right? Like if you see that they're doubling the ball, doubling the pick with Brandon, wouldn't you put Trey on in the opposite corner, which would force the help side defender, whoever's in help side, to make a decision? Are they going to close out on Trey? Are they going to stop their short roll, but have somebody in the short roll they could play 2-on-1? And if you watch Charlotte Hornets film from James Borrego, he does that repeatedly with lesser talent.
Like way less talent. Chuck, I got this new camera. I didn't turn off it's moving right now. So that's the reason why.
Big
shout out to you, Will. Hopefully the next couple weeks. I don't know, Will. We'll see.
I want that brother to pump his brakes.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Relax. Look,
DeJounte hoops, man. DeJounte wants to hoop, though.
I know he does.
Okay. Ocean Tide. Game predictions for tomorrow. Jarrett. It's interesting. LeBron and AD on a back-to-back played 35 and 38 minutes tonight. Shout out to whoever dropped that comment, but I feel like Anthony Davis I feel like LeBron always wants to play. So I don't see LeBron sitting down. And Anthony Davis, you know what that means for him.
Yeah, dog. One of my partners hit me up to say, "Hey, you think Bron gonna play tomorrow?" And then I looked and I was like, he got 4 straight triple doubles. He's gonna make it number 5, knowing Bron. And then AD's gonna they gonna come in ready. And also JJ got animosity. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna play for J. JJ's like, yeah.
Oh, they running up the score, bro.
Yeah, I don't
a lot to a little. Let's just say that.
They have nobody like Anthony Davis versus Yves Missi. That's gonna be a brutal mismatch. Who's guarding LeBron tomorrow? Brandon Ingram. So Ingram's gonna exhaust a lot of energy. He played a lot tonight. He's gonna exhaust a lot of energy guarding LeBron. That's gonna be
interesting to see if he plays because he got an ankle.
Who does?
Brandon.
Oh, is that why he went to the back?
Yeah.
He probably had to get retaped. Had a twist his ankle. Pretty. Like I didn't see it. I just saw a still photo of it. But
Yeah, I saw it. It's like one of those quick ones.
Yeah. So I think the Lakers win tomorrow if LeBron and AD plays, particularly if AD plays. I think the Lakers win tomorrow.
Yeah, so then they get the Lakers. Then they have to go on the road, right, to Cleveland and who is that other one?
Cleveland, some fucking bullies right now, boy.
Hey, do y'all think Cleveland gets to the record?
What's the record?
Something crazy. I think Golden State had like 20. Didn't Golden State start like 26?
Oh no, I don't think so.
I don't think they're that good. No, but
yeah. So okay, here you go. You got Los Angeles at Saturday, then you go Dallas, Cleveland back to back, then you get Golden State. So two of the hottest teams in the league, and then at Dallas, which is going to be a tough matchup. So look, you get a win tonight. You get a win tonight. You probably get CJ back next week for that Dallas game. Most likely you're 4-9. If you lose tomorrow, you're looking at 4-12 going into Golden State on Friday at home.
Cleveland is what day?
It's a back-to-back. Cleveland is on Wednesday.
Dallas is before Cleveland, or
yeah, Dallas is on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, he definitely playing in the Cleveland game. I can see that. He from
CJ.
Ohio, yeah, so
yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up here at 40 minutes. Appreciate y'all. Once again, we will be live again tomorrow. It'll be a little bit longer show than obviously live on Sunday. It should be about a 2-hour show. Be in studio. So look, really appreciate y'all's comments, man. Y'all been showing up, showing out for this show, even with the shitty ass record. So, damn, Jared is a fucking. I got a W tonight. 5 lost. Hell yeah. I need.
No, I said they were losing this game. Oh, they won.
I think,
yeah.
I think.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. And by the way, Chaz, Lala's the best in the game. Best in the game. Lala, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you as always. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you smash that like button. Once again, we will see y'all tomorrow night. Chaz, who you got in the fight tonight?
Iron Mike, baby. Iron Mike.
Well,
but you know what's crazy? I've seen Mike do a lot of
I can't believe he's 56 years old and he's fighting.
58.
58? Someone told me he was 56. Either way, shout out. Why you guys smoke? What did I do, prospect? All right, fine.
Oh, it's on the league. Catch you next time, prospect.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do it just for you. We'll do it tomorrow night. Jerry, who you got?
Who else, man?
Yeah. Iron Mike.
Mike on this in the first round.
I know. I'm gonna be
so disappointed. I'm like, Mike,
I heard Jake Paul's making 40 mil off this fight, and Mike is making 20. Is that? Do we know how true that is? Someone told me that.
That makes sense. Jake Paul, the biggest like YouTube personality aside from like Mr. Beast and people like that. So that makes sense.
Crazy. Appreciate y'all. Smash the like button. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. Later.